If you're watching this video, Liverpool are Premier League champions. While I hope we are, I'm recording this the day after we beat Leicester. Not the best performance, but it doesn't matter. But listen, you guys are not here for the Leicester game. We're going to be looking back at some of the worst Liverpool predictions from the beginning of the season. And trust me, some of these are absolutely horrible. My only criteria is to have us in the top 4. If you had Liverpool in your top 4, then your prediction is valid. And we're going to be starting off with Maqwell and his prediction for Liverpool's season.
Liverpool finished third after their season slightly derailed towards the end. Those like Van Dijk and Salah are slowly declining, while the younger players are kind of struggling with consistency. One thing for certain though, Luis Diaz is going to be the main man in attack. Mo Salah, who had 18 goals and 10 assists. Those are great numbers, but he did kind of struggle toward the final stretch. Maybe that's a sign of the time. A new manager is going to take time. The jump from Eredivisie to Premier League is pretty big, as we can see with another Dutch manager. I don't think the drop-off is going to be insane, but...
You put a 6th, mate. What do you mean the drop-off is not going to be insane?
all I could really see is Europa League football for this team.
Oh, Maqwell, nah. This is not good, brother. You know, I expected more from Maqwell here. And to be fair, I'm not going to blame him here. And you know who I'm going to blame? Erik ten Hag, that absolute bald fraud. Ten Heisenberg has set back any bald Dutch manager 200 years. This guy has been so horrendous with Manchester United, they think any bald dude from the Netherlands is just a bum. And it's gotten to a point where they've deluded Maqwell to putting us in 6th. Ten Hag, you will pay for your crimes. And some of his predictions, to be fair, were not that bad. Cody Gakpo did well under a Dutch manager. That Luis Diaz take, bro, I can't even defend that. Unfortunately, if you look at the stats, Luis Diaz has actually been our 2nd main man after Salah. It just goes to show how horrid our attack is, don't you think? But other than that, not really the best. Let's move on to our 2nd candidate. Also, Maqwell, you had Newcastle in your top 2. I don't know what to say, bro. But let's move on to Gary Neville over here. Before I even start this clip, I'm seeing Manchester United in the top 3. Where do I begin here?
But a tit for tat in 5th place for Jamie and Gary's predictions, because one's gone for Manchester United and one's gone for Liverpool. Gary, which, just before we leave Man United and Liverpool behind, which areas of the team do you think are Manchester United superior to Liverpool?
I wouldn't say they're superior in respect of sort of like a particular area. I think Liverpool have got a better team than Manchester United.
If we have a better team than Manchester United, why has he gotten us to finish 2 positions below them? Gary, this makes no sense. The mathematics and the physics and all that, it's not lining up. Liverpool are a better team than Man United, but he has them 2 positions lower. That makes no sense to me.
I think Liverpool have got far better forwards. That is the thing that they do have. I think in midfield, if I look at Manchester United's midfield players, if you had, I think, equal coaches, and we don't know what Erik ten Hag and Arne Slot are going to sort of match up like, I think Manchester United have got more in midfield. I think they've got more depth, and they've got good players in there.
United got a better midfield than Liverpool's.
Lord have mercy. We must stay focused, brothers.
Let me not even include Gravenberch because he came out of nowhere. The 3 he mentioned, someone like McAllister and Endo. Who does Man United got that even touches them in those positions? They've got Ratatouille, a 39-year-old kebab worker, and a PSG reject. Kobe Mainoo, to be fair, is cold, but other than that, they've got Mason Mount. Mason Mount probably has more hamstrings torn than he has goal contributions for Manchester United. I can't believe he said United got a better midfield. Casemiro famously got done in by Olise on 4K camera, and he still thinks United had a better midfield. At this point, I don't even know what to say. And you know what I find hilarious about Manchester United? These guys had their worst ever season in Premier League history, finishing 8th, playing horrendous football, getting knocked out of a Champions League group with Copenhagen and Galatasaray in it. And just because they beat a drunk Man City side in the FA Cup final, they decided to keep their manager. This is outrageous to me. If I was a Manchester United fan, I'd have Ten Hag sacked after that Champions League campaign. But you know, it's Manchester United. The last time they've been good, I was still in the womb. But I digress. Let's move on to Stephen Howson and his predictions for Liverpool's season. Keep in mind, he is a Manchester United fan, so trigger warning for everything he says.
People have noticed I've got Liverpool in 8th. What's the problem?
The problem is you have 7 other football teams ahead of us in the league after we just came close to winning it the year before.
What's the problem? They haven't signed anyone. They're potentially losing some of their players. Like, why not? ZBF says Liverpool won't finish 8th. You can see they have a good structure already. You'd have said the fucking same about United when Fergie left. We were champions. And we came 7th.
Here's the difference though. Fergie left you in a shithole. Team wasn't good, mate. That's the truth. And here's the thing. Klopp left us with a much better team. We have 4 world-class players already. We got the greatest Premier League winger of all time, the greatest defender of all time, and the greatest Premier League goalkeeper of all time. And we didn't even change much from the squad. And even if you thought we were going to do bad, top 4 is just basic minimum necessities. And the thing is, he has Manchester United above Liverpool. What has Manchester United showed you in the past couple of years? What have they showed you for you to be like, yeah, they're gonna finish above Liverpool 100%? I'm lost at this point. I can't even make a joke or nothing about this. Us 8th. We're not United. Come on, respect us. Let's move on now to some TikTok people.
In 8th place, Liverpool. You probably just go, this guy doesn't have a fucking clue. When it comes to the end of the season and you saw that this was right, I'll still be here, waiting patiently for you to say I was right. Look, they still have some good players, but that drop-off from Klopp to Slot is bigger than people think. A Kloppless Liverpool doesn't get Europe.
I don't even know what to say about this one. He didn't even give us any good reasons. The only reason he gave us with the drop-off from Klopp to Slot is take you from 3rd to 8th. And look at the rest of his list. He has Brentford above us. Brentford, United. This is criminal. This is probably the worst list I've seen yet. This is the worst list I've seen yet. Brentford. Where are they in the Premier League table right now? Where are they in the table right now? They're 11th. It's like almost a 40-point difference between the two teams. He's taking a piss. It has to be rage bait. And I follow him for it. Fair enough.
Genuinely believe that Man United will have a better season than Liverpool this year.
I think that's all you need to know about this video. Anyways, let's move on.
Jump straight to
but that
Liverpool.
makes it seem like it's a joke, though.
No, Steve means it.
He's dead serious about that.
You were with him when he talked to you. So what Steve's
I think there'll be a drop-off from
Liverpool
Liverpool.
8th.
So he just thinks there's going to be some mad drop-off with them having Champions League football as well. So
I can see it, to be fair. I can see his reasoning.
You don't see his reasoning. You're just going with it because, oh, we don't like Scousers. We're Manchester United. This is the only reasoning you got. Liverpool 8th again. It's the same dude from before, and they're just trying to justify what he said. It makes no sense. Just because we got Champions League football doesn't mean that we're going to finish 8th. Who do they think we are? Newcastle and Aston Villa. We've been here before. We've won the most Champions Leagues in Premier League history. Nobody has touched us when it comes to Champions League. Trying to talk about, I see where he's coming from. No, you don't, man. You don't. Call him out for the shit. At least the other dude, at least he has us in the top 4. I thank God every day that Manchester United are shit. I hope next season they get relegated. But if United were a good team in big 2025, I probably would not be on the internet at all. Those guys are horrible to deal with. People think Arsenal fans are bad. If these guys get good again, it's so over for the football world.
I know that's obviously
Steve's
a big
reason,
drop, but they've also finished outside the top 4 in the last 2 seasons. It's not like they're this title-winning machine and he's saying, oh, well, they're going from 1st to 8th. They finished 5th the year before last. So that I don't think that's completely mad, do you?
He said we finished outside the top 4 for the past few seasons. We finished 5th one time in 8 whole years. It was our first time out of the Champions League since Jurgen Klopp came in. Before we even get into Liverpool for Adam's table, where is United? There's no way on earth he's got them in the top 2.
Oh my God, bro.
Oh, hell no, man. What the fuck, man? Get your ass on.
In 4th. It's not United. It's Liverpool. Arne Slot, I'm sorry. Right now, there ain't no signings. Zubi doo. Where are you? You're going to finish 4th.
Saeed, brother, this is not a good look for you either. He's got Liverpool in his top 4. Now I know that meets the criteria I said, but he has United above us. I cannot side with that. I'm sorry, I can't do it. This is probably gonna be the last clip I do, and it's probably the worst one as well. Have a look at this, people.
I've got Liverpool in 6th.
What?
Ooh.
Having a laugh.
Arnie Sly. Arnie who?
Arne who, you know. This guy actually said Arne who. I cannot believe this.
I know. Like, come on now. Jurgen Klopp has just walked out the door. Jurgen Klopp has gone. They haven't got the best squad. Klopp's been overperforming for years with that team.
And you know what I realized for all of these clips? Their reasoning for Liverpool finishing outside the top 4 is Jurgen Klopp is gone. This guy even says that Jurgen Klopp has been overperforming with the same mediocre squad. Why did people think that we're gonna have such a huge fall off? Just because Arsene Wenger and Sir Alex Ferguson left United and Arsenal in such a shithole after they left, doesn't mean that we're gonna fall into the same place. Jurgen Klopp left Liverpool with a really good squad, and people just completely ignored that and just said we're gonna finish 6th. Amazing prediction, people.
I just don't see. I don't see it. I think Salah's starting to fall off a bit. Legs are going. I think there's going to be problems there, big problems.
Yeah,
and sick for me. I got Chelsea higher than Liverpool.
Having Chelsea above Liverpool, big 2025. You know what? This is gonna be it for me. Anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you guys so much for 2,000 subscribers. The growth has been outrageous. I want to thank every single one of y'all. I love y'all so much. Make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. We're on the road to 10K subs. Like the video if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys next time. Have a good day, people. Cody Gakpo did dwell again. And some of his other points were not really that bad. Cody Gakpo did well under a manager. Cody Gakpo did well under a bald man. What? Cody Gakpo did well under a bald manager. What? What? I'm trying to say a Dutch manager, and I keep saying bald, bro. I'm not really good with words. I just almost. Let me calm down.